Morning, 8th of January 2021. 2022, sorry. Bloody hell. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool, together as a collective. So they woke me up early again, and they keep taking me back to my childhood, which is quite strange. There's a hymn we used to sing in assembly, and I think it was Easter time, and it was called Cinnamon. It looks like spirit are after somebody. Someone's really in trouble for what they've done. But I don't think it's personal. I think it's a global thing. I'm getting the impression that's what it's about. It's Judgment Day for some people, and the tide is turning. So keep watching, because we've had a few people go to court recently. People are going to be answering for a lot of things. So just keep watching the news. Karma's coming, is what they're saying. So let's see if it comes out in the read. I can't run forever. Let's see. Be interesting to see the Seven of Swords comes out today. Oh. So today's card is about strength, about expressing yourself, about having courage, backbone, and it's about karma. So healing the heart, the back. There it is. Usual suspects, it's in those first few piles. So let's see, shall we? So you can't sit back on your laurels and just hope that everything's going to be all right. You've got to fight for what you want, because he's been caught napping. Can you see? Everything around him's burning. So if you don't take action, you're going to be caught unawares. And there'll be no apology. Hell will freeze over first before this person apologises. Could be someone in uniform. Could be somebody born 1966 plus or minus 12, February to February. This is no movement, no growth, no improvement in situation. We're at a standstill. And no longer crying over spilt milk. Somebody has decided they're not going to look back anymore. They're going to go forwards, cross the proverbial bridge. Can you see the bridge? I know it's a bit dark this morning. And go forward to a different future. Because there's no reciprocity. You're not treated as an equal in this situation. There's been disappointment. You played your part in it, but you're not to blame. It's not about blame, but it's about realising and owning your mistakes. You've got the father, Aries, injuries to the head and face. Lack of self-esteem, lack of self-respect, lack of success because of stubbornness. My way or the highway. I was born on the 4th or the 31st, living all past it, Fidarian address. Massively important in a negative way. Leo, there's mention in this deck of Capricorn as well, and another. This is a power struggle. Somebody's weak, either in ill health or in stamina or in courage. And they've got to overcome that weakness. Those born on the 8th or the 26th, living or past date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. So Leo and Aries are mentioned. And now we've got Taurus. You have to have faith. You're going to be blessed 3 times. There is marriage, friendship, governments, religions, institutions, all mentioned here. Peter and Simon. There's 2 keys. You have to decide where you're going to bind yourself to. It's teachers, study, universities. It's how you've been brought up, what you've been brought up to believe. And it is religious. So I keep getting someone who's very religious, possibly even Catholic. We've had Roman Catholics, we've had the Romanis. There's something about religion here. Those born on the 5th or the 23rd, living or past date for your diary and address, the only positive card in the deck. So you have to have faith. And if you have faith, there will be justice. Taurus and Libra. Those born on the 11th, living or past date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. It's about the lines and the marital home. It's about court cases. It's about justice being seen to be served. And it may be to do with governments, institutions, etc. So someone is about to pay for their sins. Yeah, when you back people into a corner, they come out fighting, and that's what this is going to be. The honey badger. People are standing up for themselves. They're no longer just letting people walk all over them. There's the Aries. Finally, Aries, self-respect, success, healing of the head and face, presenting yourself well, expressing yourself well. Those born on the 4th or the 31st. It's new beginnings that bring success. Oh. Yeah, there's no love in this situation. So that's why he's crossing the bridge. There's no gift or offers of love in this situation. Yeah, narcissist energy. There is no reciprocity because somebody loves themselves more than they love anybody else, but not in a good way. The spirit want you to love yourself and have some self-respect, but they don't want you to feel that you are better than anyone else, and that's what's happening. Someone or possibly even parts of society think they're better than others, and when you don't stay humble, spirit will bring you to your knees. There is going to be possibly violent arguments, so step away from them if you can, but it looks like we're not going to be able to step away from them. We're going to have to defend ourselves. Somebody doesn't want to be wrong. They can't be seen to be wrong, so they have to try and find some way to cover up their lies, and deceit. It's going to cause massive arguments. They don't care how miserable they make others as long as they don't have to be seen to be wrong. So this is something we cannot ignore. It's a fork in the road. There's no going back to how things were. Somebody's pushed it too far. Yeah. Advice is needed. Legal advice, possibly. Or doctors, priests, lawyers. Look to your priest if you're religious. It's somebody who sees the facts and is logical and will cut to the truth no matter what. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, man. And there will be good news. Justice will be served. Possibly someone in uniform, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, younger energy. The nightmare is almost over. Which is good news, isn't it? Nine weeks is mentioned. So it could be in April that this nightmare ends. But there's a lot of fighting before that. Someone doesn't want to be wrong. There'll be no winners in this and everyone will regret it. There'll be no celebrations in this because too much has happened. Yeah. So now we move on from stormy waters to calmer ones. There's a transition here. The next 6 weeks will be very important. Yeah, there's been an injustice, and it is to do with governments, bosses, father figures, partners, a dominant, male-dominated situation. Problems within the lines and the marital home. Someone may be suffering with the colon, the prostate, etc. Libra energy. There was a run of bad luck, changes that we didn't like. Those born on the 10th, living all past date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. So what's that, Sunday? Fate is taking a hand. There is people here wearing false masks, medical matters, alchemists, which is the scientists, drug dealers, in whichever form you want to take that, legal or illegal. Those born on the 1st or the 28th, 1st of February, the day my page was made. But they will be unmasked. You have your suspicions and you're not paranoid. This is criminal activity. Gemini energy, communications, perhaps even siblings, hands, arms, shoulders are involved. There's no equality here. Someone sees themselves as better than anyone else, above the law. Yes, Spirit are agreeing completely. You have to have self-respect. There will be violence, and 9 months is mentioned before a new beginning. Because this is unfinished business. Somebody acted without thinking, and you act in haste, repent at leisure. This is someone who got away with taking your chickens, and now they're coming back for your sheep. Are you going to let them? Are you going to let them fool you one more time? Yeah, Somebody's in a dark place because of this. Somebody's been left at the gates of hell because of this. It's not looking after your body. You're not being careful what goes into your body as in diet and medication. Not watching what you say, words written or spoken. Those born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past date for your diary and address, massively important. It's a negative situation. It could be that they're the negative person. It could be that they are the person that's been put in the negative situation. It's the tarot reader, the psychic, the medium. It's Persephone left at the gates of hell. It's the widow. It's the divorcee. It's the girl that goes down the aisle without a dad. The one that's jilted at the altar. It's depression. It's ill health. Physical, mental, emotional, darkness and financial. But do you know what? Good news is coming, because justice will be served. Judgment day has arrived. What did I say at the beginning? It's time to raise things to the ground and begin again. Like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Medical matters, dental problems, long-standing issues. Those born on the 20th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. And Spirit said the 21st, didn't they? We can now come out of that mental prison that we've been stuck in for so long. We're no longer overthinking it. We're going to start seeing something change. And judgment has arrived. Court cases probably won't even hear about are going on. Justice has to be seen to be served. We are moving forwards to a different place. Yeah. No longer waiting. We're not waiting anymore. We're moving on. Enemies will be overcome, especially female enemies. There is happiness coming back into our lives. Being able to be with the ones that we love. There could be a married female with children involved in this situation. Someone has received distressing news, a letter, a text, a written word. A female that we kept in high standing is fallen off a pedestal. There is negative female in this situation, or someone is leaving your life. Could be a Leo, there's fire sign energy only there. It's a power struggle. Yeah, good news is arriving. Messages. You have to have faith that the truth will set you free. And it could be, for some of you, about a child. It could be about the passing of a child. It could be about your inner child. It could be about lies surrounding a child's paternity. It could be about child maintenance, but children or new beginnings that aren't happening, that aren't right or true. So justice will be served, but something has already been sacrificed. The new beginnings that someone intended aren't taking place. And an elderly female is a negative influence on this situation, or will be leaving our lives. I don't see any passings there. So let's see. It's time to reap the rewards. So that it depends on which side of this coin you're on. If karma will be served, good or bad. So you have to hope that you are not in the negative, that you haven't sinned, I don't like that word, but that you haven't deliberately gone out to seek pain and suffering of others. 49. Right. 49 is 13, which is transformations and big ones. But we're moving on and we're reaping the rewards. What you put in is what you get back. And it's the Chariot. Cancer. On the right path, taking back control of your life. No longer being controlled by others. Because luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. The Jupiter return occurs every 12 years. And this marks a time when the largest and most expansive of planets returns to its original place of when you were born. So something possibly that happened 12 years ago. Turning up the Jupiter return card indicates a period where doors are open to you and obstacles will be lifted. You are given your freedom to advance your goals with absolute abandon. It suggests you will soon be entering a time where you encounter less resistance and life will flow much easier. The Jupiter return card is your green light that gives you the go-ahead. All paths are now clearing and you are to take the utmost advantage of this. Goals or plans you started more than a decade ago will begin to bear fruit, either right now or at least very soon. Something very good is about to emerge from the debris of the past. When I say we're burning things down and rising like the phoenix. Judgment Day. It could be that things you felt you'd lost or something that did not work out exactly as you'd hoped. It may even be a plan you'd forgotten about that once again comes into your life to make some remarkable changes and advances. In short, the Jupiter return implies good fortune and prosperity in many areas, not just financial or material. Dreams are manifesting to reality. Gifts flow in easily. It's a time to be aware of how you approach matters of your own spirituality, faith and destiny. And there it is. Spirituality, faith and destiny. There is a rapidness to Jupiter, so it's important to grab hold of anything that surfaces and don't let go. Investigate the possibility that this might bring. It's not a good time to get carried away though. It's always important with Jupiter to keep your head clear. Jupiter, named after the Roman god of Jove, he is also named, is a jovial planet, open-hearted, optimistic and flirtatious. The god Jove brings a multiple of blessings, while the planet Jupiter is the Santa Claus of the planets. So we're talking about Christmas Eve. By Christmas Eve, or something that happened Christmas Eve was the catalyst. This card marks a stage when you will receive opportunities and then rewards. This is a time in many areas of your life to bear fruit. The only negative of this card is that it's not a good time to indulge or become reckless with anything. It can indicate too much of a good thing and being overly confident things will work out on their own. So you can't sit back and wait for it to happen. But like the Saturn return, only hard work with perseverance will bring the payoff. It is time to take a broader reach and show gratitude. See the possibility, trust in your fortune and give thanks. Making light of a situation and realising nothing is as bad as it seems is the best approach. In fact, Something will be rescued from this darkness. New experiences trigger a desire to travel and inner development. Communications with angels and higher spirits is more possible now than ever. Higher education will call to you. Publishing your ideas or bringing them before the public is a probability. You have to relax, let go of control and allow things to unfold. Be wise and pay attention. Do not take your eyes off the prize. You are in a queenly place right now, and bigger goals and plans now rule your life. It's time to put laziness aside, buckle down for some dramatic changes, but they will mostly be positive. Great fortune is ahead of you, so don't back down from it and proceed from the dream in an outward way. Love and romance will take on a sweetness, a sense of freedom where you can be exactly who you are, in addition of acceptance and generosity. You may attract many potential lovers at this time, so choose wisely, or the relationship could be very short-lived. And also be careful of indulging too much in eating or drinking. So in short, love others with grace and patience. Know that generosity has its own rewards, and keep the expansive energy of Jupiter flowing. But with discernment, and in answer to your question, yes, but only if you are wise in your choices. So, what you give in is what you get out. It'll all depend on whether you've had thought of others or just yourself. Because those that in power, that have been putting themselves first, are going to come unstuck. Positivity, openness, seizing the moment, rising to the call, preparation for great opportunities, being a success, grand achievements, significant improvements in money matters, new love or revitalization of an old romance or relationship, signpost to the future and all the possibilities it can bring, release, freedom, happiness, buoyancy, excess, sugary foods, weight gain, rescue from suffering, the ace up your sleeve, happier times, alignment with your soul calling, drawing the finances you need as well as the wisdom to know what to do with it. A check may be in the mail, debts will be repaid, karmic debts. The Chariot, the number 7 or 25, Cancer energy, the womb, the ancestors, the mother, the breasts. This is your end luck. You earned this. Fortunes, rewards, profits, an auspicious year, the future aspiration. It is absolutely fantastic. So, karma brings its own reward. They've been saying this for a very long time. Very, very long time. So it seems to be more of a bigger picture, but you'll know if you have any karmic debts to repay. Yeah. Do not dim your light to fit in. You walk to a different drummer. It's time to shine. You are just as important as any other person on this planet. Number 42. Don't dim your light to accommodate someone else's smallness. We're all born to shine big and bright, and the universe is expanding, and you are part of that universe. So expanding is part of your nature. If someone makes you want to retract, notice and slowly back away. They are not for you and you are not for them. Better yet, find it within yourself to expand and shine your light anyway. Because flowers don't open and close according to who's walking by. They open and show their beauty regardless. If others don't want to be around you or you make them uncomfortable, it's because you're shining a light on the fact that they are dimming to fit in. By choosing to shine bright, you may just inspire them to turn on their light too, or not, but keep yours on anyway. All relationships are essentially an energetic agreement. The moment one person decides to start rising up and allowing their light to shine, it changes the energetic agreement and can create some waves. That's completely normal. The relationships that are meant to last will adapt to the change in energy, but others won't, because they were likely born under the proviso of I only love you as long as you don't shine brighter than me. And that's okay, because not all people are meant to be in your life forever, but the lessons they teach us can still live on. How are you dimming your light to fit in? So are you staying quiet about something? Are you letting people walk all over you so that your self-esteem is being knocked? That's not what Spirit wants. You have the green light to free yourself from any situation where you are feeling less than. Now is the time that the worm will turn. There it is, the spiral dancer. Change, the number 5. The spiral dancer moves to her own rhythm, so dances to the beat of a different drum, and steps to music only she can hear. She takes you on a path that is winding and circular, and she assures you that what you're experiencing as setbacks is really part of an upward spiral to teach you what is not right for you. She assures you that what you're experiencing as setbacks is really part of an upward spiral. Perception is everything. You're not retracing your steps or going backwards, but rather around and up. She says that you can be comforted knowing that your path is one of success, adventure and experience. Follow her, for she dances along a magical way. If you're asking about relationship, keep on dancing and magic will soon happen. It's okay to allow someone else to take the lead at this time, but make sure you let others know that you're open. Always remember that relationships are mirrors and will show you the past, present and future potential. All relationships have a destiny. Each is a sacred teacher with a valuable lesson to share. Even if it appears that the two of you are dancing in different directions, all the steps are perfect, even when you may seem to be stumbling. The spiral dancer is a reminder that destiny's true path is seldom a straight one. So you may be being led back to something. Possibly towards the Mercury retrograde, you will revisit something. And it could be something from more than a decade ago. But justice will be served. So if you're going to court, expect it to go in your favour. But it will be April time, I believe. So you've got to stay strong. Unless you're in Aries, it could be Aries. Taurus and Libra are positive. Aries could go either way. So focus and become you. Stop living other people's lives. Mirror your reflections. You have the knowledge. So what you give out is what you'll get back. joy. Spread seeds of joy like a wildflower, and no doubt you will revel in the results. So stay positive, be happy, and don't let the buggers get you down. There is hope. An idea like a single acorn can start a wondrous forest. So you speak your truth, and the ripple will reverberate out to the wider world. Stand in your truth, and don't let anybody dim your light. Thanks for listening. Bye.